Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Josh here with Work Save Bitcoin, the channel where we talk about protecting your time and energy by saving in Bitcoin, no matter your budget. Today, we're diving into a fascinating question, which is who owns Bitcoin and how much is actually left for the rest of us. With only 21 million Bitcoin that will ever exist, it's crucial to understand the ownership landscape and why now might be the best time to start stacking sats. Let's get into it. So where has all the Bitcoin gone? Bitcoin's 21 million cap is non-negotiable, but here's the thing, a significant portion of it is already accounted for, so let's break it down. First, there's lost Bitcoin. Between 4 to 6 million Bitcoin are estimated to be lost forever. These include early wallets whose private keys were lost or discarded. Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin, owns 1 million Bitcoin, which hasn't moved since the early days. And whether these coins will ever enter circulation remains a mystery, but it's probably safe to assume that they won't move. Institutions and companies, we're going to take a look at the website treasuries.bitbo.io to see which institutions and companies currently own Bitcoin. First, you have the ETF issuers like BlackRock and Fidelity that collectively own around 1.2 million Bitcoin, over 6% of the total supply. And then we have public companies like MicroStrategy owning another 525,000 Bitcoin. MicroStrategy alone holds 402,000. And then we have private companies which account for 366,000 Bitcoin. Governments and nations are also buying Bitcoin right now. We're looking at 529,000 accounted for there. The United States government currently holds 207,000 Bitcoin from seized assets. China reportedly owns 194,000 and has recently ruled in favor of Bitcoin being held as property. Smaller nations like El Salvador at 5,900 Bitcoin and Bhutan at 13,000 have also staked their claim in this finite Bitcoin pie. So within the public companies that own Bitcoin, of course, MicroStrategy is the big player right now. And then we have companies like Marathon and Riot, which are Bitcoin mining companies. Tesla is also a top holder of Bitcoin, and you can see many more. I'll leave the link to this website in the description if you'd like to explore. So how much is left for everyone else? A total of 2,835,000 Bitcoin are accounted for from institutions that we know about. If we also add the 6 million estimate of Bitcoin that is inactive, when we take into account Satoshi's wallet and lost Bitcoin, that puts us somewhere in the ballpark of 8.8 million Bitcoin accounted for out of the 19.8 million current circulating supply. The amount of Bitcoin available for the global population is shockingly small. We can make a reasonable estimation that around 11 million Bitcoin remain for the rest of us. If you divide that by the world's population of 8 billion people, you're looking at around 0.001375 Bitcoin per person, or 137,500 Satoshis. This thought experiment is still speculation, and there's a lot of different factors to consider when trying to project what the future of Bitcoin will look like, but it's still a good barometer to test where we are currently in terms of global adoption. So why should this matter to you? Bitcoin adoption is accelerating amongst institutions, governments, and everyday people. The window to accumulate Bitcoin is closing. People often talk about taxing the rich or redistributing wealth, but Bitcoin is the true tool for economic equality. It allows anyone, anywhere to own a piece of a finite asset that can't be printed or diluted. Buying Bitcoin isn't just about saving, it's about front-running institutions and governments before they own even more. Scarcity drives value. Bitcoin's scarcity is a feature, not a bug. The more it's adopted, the more valuable it becomes, especially as supply dwindles. As ETFs, countries, and companies continue to accumulate, the demand will massively outpace supply, making every Satoshi you own even more valuable. If you're ready to get started stacking sats, here's how you can begin. You can use the Fold app to earn Bitcoin cashback on everyday purchases. Use my referral link to get 20,000 sats for free when you make your first purchase. You can use the Strike app to buy Bitcoin and transfer it seamlessly. Use my referral link for some reduced fees. You can use a Ledger wallet to secure your Bitcoin with a hardware wallet and take full control of your private keys. Just remember, when you keep your Bitcoin in exchange, you do not control the private keys, therefore not your keys, not your coin. So make sure to secure your Bitcoin with a hardware wallet like Ledger. Bitcoin is the most scarce, secure, and decentralized asset ever created, with institutions, governments, and companies racing to accumulate. The time to act is now. Don't let myths or misconceptions hold you back. Start small, stay consistent, and remember, every Satoshi counts. If you got any questions about anything I covered, drop them in the comments. I'd love to help out. And as always, stay humble, keep stacking sats. Together, let's work, save, and Bitcoin. See you in the next video.